Hey guys, it's AnneMarie Doman. I'm super excited to share this video with all of you on how to coach your hostess. Before we get started, make sure you've watched Amanda's video on how to set up the actual party event because it's important that you do set up that correctly. I want to give you guys some ideas and suggestions on how to find people to host a party. The first way and the absolute easiest way is to start going through your Facebook friends list. Now be careful, if this is someone that you haven't talked to in 10 years, they're probably not going to appreciate it if the first thing you say is, hey, so-and-so, you want to host a party for me? You definitely need to make sure you make small conversation first and ask them about things that are going on in their life before you just throw that on them. Now, if it's someone that I'm always talking to, I have no problem with saying, hey, Mary, will you please host a party for me? This is really a good opportunity to earn some free makeup, and they're super fast and fun. Now, the worst she's going to say is no, which doesn't mean no forever. It could just mean she's not interested right now. Don't be afraid to hear no, because you're going to hear no's with asking people to book parties. I've been told no hundreds of times, but it just means that you're that much closer to hearing yes. It's really good to post on your wall, and that's a great idea, to post things like, hey everyone, I'm booking parties for March. Would you be interested in hosting a party for me? But with Facebook and all the different things that they've changed lately, a lot of your friends may not even see that. And people get frustrated and they think, well, none of my friends want to host a party. But to be honest, that's not putting very much effort forth. You need to actually be messaging people. You'll see me posting sometimes on my wall saying things like, I need party hostesses for March or something to that effect, but I never rely on that for booking parties. Very rarely will I get someone that will message me from those posts and say they're interested. I'm always having to personally message people to book parties, which is so much better. Another couple ways you can use to book parties would be to email people, go through your phone contacts and start texting people. Get out there and talk to people. Talk to people in the store, the restaurant, talk to your waiter. Start making personal connections. That can be a great way to find a hostess. Vendor events are prime for finding party hostesses and new leads. And then the last one that a lot of people don't do these days is actually picking up the phone. Call your friend. Ask her if she's willing to host a party for you. Direct sales groups are awesome. But one thing you don't want to do is spam in the groups. I constantly am seeing people, not from our team, but from other companies, and they're just saying, join my team, or I need 5 party hostesses, and they're just posting all over the wall and expecting people to want to join or host a party. But you really do need to build relationships with these people and start talking to them and asking about them, what they do, what their hobbies are, etc. You don't want to just say, hey, will you host a party for me? It just doesn't work like that. I've met a lot of people on Facebook from different companies, and we've been friends for a long time, and I have never thrown the opportunity or even anything about the business for a long time. We let it lead into each other, and I've actually had a lot of people from other companies host parties for me and even join just because I took the time to build relationships with them. So keep that in mind. I love when customers want to host a party because I know that they love the product and they obviously want more for free, which is awesome. And it's so amazing what happens when a hostess has tried the product and she can refer it to all of her friends because she has firsthand experience. And you never know, she may just want to join your team after she sees how fun a party is. I've had a lot of people on our team join after they had hosted a party. So now, what I don't want you to think is that if they haven't tried the product, they can't host a party. I used to kind of have this mindset that if my hostess hadn't tried the product, that it wasn't going to do well. I've 100% changed my mind on that. Just last week, I had I think 3 or 4 people that had never tried the product, and their parties were amazing, and it's because they got excited and they got involved. I basically coached them through it and told them exactly what I wanted them to do, and their parties were amazing, and they've been racking up some great rewards that they can use to try the products. So don't think that if they haven't tried it, the party's automatically going to be a dud. That's not true. Your best hostess is going to be excited, and she's going to be involved in the party. She's going to tag her friends. She might post a selfie if she's tried it before. She's going to thank her friends when they purchase. And then obviously your best host, if she will do the things that you're suggesting to her, then there's a really good chance she's going to have an amazing party. So on to the actual coaching your hostess. Like I said before, and I can't say it enough, this is the most important part of your party. When I first started, I was doing parties and I would just say, hey, do you want to do a party for me? All you have to do is invite your friends and I'm going to do the rest. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get so many people that want to do it because they're going to think this is so easy and I'm going to do all the work. And that's why my parties did not go well, because I was not getting them involved. And honestly, for them to just do a few things to get their friends involved, it's really not that hard for what they can earn in terms of rewards for free makeup. So the first thing you want to do after they've agreed to host a party, you want to make sure you're friends with them on Facebook. That is required so it can link to their account so they can redeem their rewards. You want to set a date. Now, this is important. Let's say I scheduled a party tonight, or I found someone to host a party, and we scheduled it for tomorrow. That does not allow a hostess to get her friends to RSVP. I like to set up parties probably 4 to 6 days before the actual live party. This gives me enough time to do some pre-posts, which we'll go over in the main training. And it also gives your friend or your hostess time to get her friends to the party, which is the most important part. So don't rush it. You need to make sure you allow enough time before the live event. And then you're going to create the event, which Amanda goes over in her video. Make sure you've watched that. And then you're going to send a message, and you're going to say, hey girl, I'm super excited for you to host a Facebook party. I'm going to create the event now. Be right back. So basically, this just tells her that you're going to get started and you're going to make the event so she can be on the lookout for the event invitation. Now, after she's accepted your friend request and she's seen the event invitation, you're going to send her another message. You could say something like, hey girl, again, I'm excited for you to host a party. Did you see the event invitation? Here's the link. Put the link of the event right there so she doesn't have to go searching if she happened to miss the invitation. I'm going to give you something you can post in the party event if you don't mind, so your friends will see that post first when they look at the event. The reason why I do this is because her friends don't know who I am, but they know her most likely really well. So if they come in the event and they're deciding, should I RSVP or should I decline? And they see that her friend has made the first post, there's a lot better chance that they're going to RSVP. So if your hostess has tried the mascara, ask her if she's willing to post a paying factor if her friends join the event or not. Okay, so make sure she's the first one to post in the event. That's a really important part of the party. Now, after she's posted, she's going to invite her friends. But one thing that I really suggest is that you have your privacy setting in the event to invite only. There's different options that you can do. I'm not exactly sure on the wording, but there's things like open. I think there's guests and friends. And the reason why I suggest invite only is because basically Facebook has made a lot of changes. And if you're doing an open event, then every single party that you do is shown through your newsfeed, and it can get kind of annoying with your friends. I did a ton of parties last month towards the end of the month, and if I would have had that opened, then all of my friends would have seen every party that I did. So that's why I suggest that. Now, there's certain, like if I'm going to do a fundraiser for someone, I'm going to want to keep that one open to attract as many people as possible since I'm trying to raise money for someone. But, you know, if it's up to me, I'm going to keep mine an invite only for just regular parties. Now, you're going to send your hostess another message. You're going to let her know that from now until the party, you're going to post once a day in the event, which we'll go over in the main training. And then if she wants, you could give her something to post as well. But I really suggest just posting once a day up until the event, or up until the day of the party. We'll go over that in the main training too. So I let her know the notification, or I didn't look back at them. So messaging is a huge part of these parties. And make sure she knows that it needs to be individual messages, not a group message. Those are so spammy. I really don't like it when I'm put into a huge group message with tons and tons of people. It's just really almost annoying. Have her send, you're going to give her exactly what she can send to her friends. Okay, she can change it a little bit if she wants, that's fine. But a lot of people prefer to just send what you give them because it's all done for them. So they're going to say something like, hey, Emily, I thought of you. Did you see the invitation? There's this new 3D mascara that I'm in love with. I'm doing a Facebook party and I invited you. It's 30 minutes and it's happening Thursday night at 8 p.m. right here on Facebook so you can stay in your jammies. So check it out if you want. Here's the link. Make sure the link is in the message. Okay, you don't want her friends to have to go searching for the invitation either. And then you can end with, or she can end with, if you RSVP, my unique lady is giving away a prize. Here's some prize ideas really quick for those that RSVP. I personally like to give out sample packs of pigments because typically those that try our pigments, they end up buying because they're so awesome. So that investment really pays off. Now, a question that I often get is, what if I only have 10 people that RSVP? Should I still give away a prize? My answer used to be no. And I used to tell people, I'd wait until that party is qualified before you give out a prize. But I've totally 100% changed my opinion on this. Last week, I had a party where I only had 13 people that RSVP'd. My hostess had something crazy come up and she was nowhere to be found in her party. So I was basically doing it with her friends, a few of them. Well, I decided, even though there's only 13 that have RSVP'd, I'm going to give away a prize. So I picked a lady using random.org, and what happened is after I told her, you know, she's a winner and we were messaging back and forth, she ended up placing an $80 order that I guarantee she wouldn't have done if I hadn't have picked an RSVP winner. And then more people started to order because they saw that she had ordered. So that small investment really paid off. So if it were up to me, I would say do an RSVP winner no matter how many have RSVP'd. I mean, of course, if there's only like 2 or 3, you can probably rethink that. But, you know, just, it's up to you. But I would do it. I think it's well worth the investment. So now we're going to fast forward to the morning of the party. You're going to send your hostess another message. You're going to say something like, I'm so excited for your party tonight. Here's a reminder message that you can send to your friends so they remember to check in to your party tonight. Just make sure it's an individual message because group messages can be spammy. This is a great way to remind people and get a few more RSVPs from those that haven't also. You can tweak it however you like. So here is the message that she can send. Hey girl, just reminding you about tonight. Can you join us? It starts at 8 p.m. and it's just 30 minutes. I promise it's fun too. You saw the event invite, right? If not, here it is again. And make sure you have the link in there that she can send to her friends. And then she can end with, hope you can check it out. See you tonight. I'm excited. So there's the reminder message. It's all done. She can just copy that and send it to her friends to remind them to show up. Now, I also like to send messages later in the day before the actual party and just make sure my hostess kind of knows what's going on. I ask her to help me by commenting, tagging her friends, liking posts that I do. Anything she can do to stay involved. This will help the party run smoother and get people excited. I really like to have my hostesses tag their friends in the first roll call post. We'll go over that in the main party training, but if she'll tag her friends in this post, then there's a good chance that they're going to check it out and they're going to show up to the party and see what's going on. The more excited she is, the more excited her friends are going to be. That's just a given. Keep her excited. You want to make this exciting because it really is. I was messaging Jennifer the other night, and we were saying that parties are such a rush, and it's so exciting after you've done the live event and you just have all these orders start rolling in. So I like to make it exciting for my hostess as well, and I'll say, oh my goodness, you just got an order from so-and-so, how exciting, you know, and just keep updating her on who is ordering and get her excited about it. I also like to throw out casual hints about selling because I really want to try to talk my hostess into joining because they've had a first-hand experience at parties and they're going to have, you know, they know what it would be like to throw a unique party and to be, you know, a unique presenter. So I say things like, you're such a natural at this, or you're getting a taste of how fun it is to be a presenter. Things like that. It doesn't need to be anything, you know, real serious, but just make it casual. Make sure they know about the opportunity to sell. I've had times where people that are friends with the hostess want to sign up, and this is important. If they want to sign up and they're a friend of the hostess, you need to make sure your host knows this and let her know, because you don't want her to feel like you're poaching on her friends and you're just taking them over. You want to reward her if her friends are going to sign up. But first, I always do this. If someone in the party wants to sign up, I always immediately message the host and say, hey, your friend Mary wants to sign up to Sell Unique. If you want to sign up, or if you're interested, you would already have your first teammate. Okay, and I would have her friend sign up underneath her. Now, if your hostess doesn't want to sign up, that's fine. But I would definitely offer her a referral gift, because if you didn't have this party, then you never would have had that new teammate, more than likely. Okay, she was the one that introduced you to this new teammate. This is something that I've been trying recently, and it has been really, really good. This is where you can really boost your business. So your goal is you want to try to book parties from parties. A day or two before the party ends, I message my hostess and I let her know and say, if you have any friends that want to host a party, I'm going to give them a gift. And if you want to host, or if any of your friends agree to host a party, I'm going to give you a gift also. So she can message her friends and say, you know, if you're interested, she's giving out a gift. If you want to book a party, you've seen how fun they are, you know, and you can kind of, she can say whatever she wants to her friends to get them to host a party. And then the reason why I am offering all these gifts, you guys probably think I'm crazy, but I promise you it is so worth it to make this small investment in giving out these small gifts, because you're going to be, like I said, you're introduced to all these people that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. So that's why I do it, because really it's from each party it can create a domino effect, and you can book 3 parties, and then let's say you do those parties and you can keep booking more and more parties. Okay, so that's exactly why I do that. This is something I'm not going to go way into, but here's some ideas. If you wanted to do a video message for your hostess, you would be the one making these, and you could do the same video for every host. You can check out these examples if that's something you're interested in. It's just kind of a fun way to coach your hostess, basically. Now, I just can't even say enough how important it is to coach your hostess. It really makes such a difference. My parties have been incredible because I've taken the time to do this. And just make sure you don't skip this part. Don't try to do the party on your own. I've tried that before and it really did not work out. We're going to be doing the next main party training very soon, so make sure you watch out for that as well. I promise you guys, if you'll try this method and you'll pretty much follow it, I mean, you can change some of the wording a little bit and you can change the pictures, but if you'll follow this method and you'll do this live 30-minute party, and also most importantly, you're going to coach your hostess, this will increase your business. It's going to increase your sales. It's going to help to grow your team with new presenters. It really is going to change everything. And for me, it's something that's really easy. It's free. I don't have to pay for anything. I mean, I have to obviously buy the gifts, but it's 30 minutes, so it's not like a huge time commitment, and it's not a huge time commitment for your hostess either. And they're really fun. It really is fun when you do these parties and people are ordering and they're getting excited and they're asking you questions. So make sure you coach your hostess. I'm going to give you guys the exact script and the messages that you can send to your hostesses if you'd like. You're welcome to copy them word for word. I really don't mind. I want to make this as easy as possible for you guys. You know, if you want to tweak it a little bit, that's totally fine too. But I promise if you'll do this, you're going to see a huge difference in your parties. Thank you, everyone.